Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing today?
Great, Adam. How about you?
I'm doing great. So,
Spring has sprung.
yes. So first,
Yeah.
tell us about your full name, your running age group, and your town.
So I'm Kevin Mcdonald
Yep.
from Norwich, Connecticut.
Yep.
My age group is the 60 to 69.
All right.
So
Tell us a little bit about yourself now.
I started running
Yeah.
in 2013
Okay.
at the Norwich Winterfest.
All right.
It was right in my hometown.
Yeah.
One of my friends, she had been running,
Car.
done
Yeah.
a few runs.
Yeah. We're taking left or right?
We're taking a left.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
She mentioned how, hey, there's a run in your hometown.
Yeah.
Why don't you do it?
Yeah.
I never run a 5K in my life. Somebody's out there. Never run a 5K in my life. My daughter ran for NFA.
Yeah.
Indoor track, outdoor track,
Yeah.
cross country.
Yeah.
And I was always amazed. How the heck can you guys, you just ran 3 miles? How do you do that? So my friend says, well, why don't you try it?
Yeah.
So 2 weeks before the race,
Yeah.
I went to the sporting goods store,
Yeah.
got some running shoes, pants, and I practiced.
Yeah.
My run was around at Mohegan Park.
Yeah.
There's a pond,
Yeah.
Spalding Pond.
Yeah.
It's 3/4 of a mile around that
Yeah.
pond. Well, it took me probably a week
Yeah.
just to do that 3/4 of a mile.
Wow.
Because I'd have to stop.
Yeah.
But finally I did that.
Yeah.
And before the race,
Yeah.
I actually got up to doing 1.5 miles
All right.
without stopping.
Wow.
So I did that 5K.
Yeah.
It was a few days before I turned 57.
Yeah.
So, and I did that run in 34:08.
All right.
And, but the thing is I kept setting goals for myself.
Yeah.
I want to break 30 minutes. I did that.
Yeah.
It was 28.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do a 5K without stopping.
Yeah.
And I met all those goals.
Yeah.
Of course, when I joined 169,
Yeah.
June of 2014.
Yeah.
And from there, I started running races every weekend.
Yeah.
I did my first 10K in Oakland, California.
Yeah.
My
Where?
first,
California? Okay.
Oakland, California.
Yeah.
My daughter and son-in-law were living out there.
Yeah.
So the 10K was 2 loops around
Yeah.
Lake Merritt,
Okay.
which is in Oakland.
Yeah.
And I was happy, proud of myself for doing that, because I've been running for not even a year, but a lot of people were asking me, hey, when are you gonna run a marathon? I remember Leslie and
Yeah.
Hildy Heck.
That was one of the questions. Yeah, about your first marathon.
Yeah. So they said, why don't you do a marathon? I said, I've never even run a half marathon.
Before the big one.
Yeah. So that's when we were just talking about this in February.
Yeah.
Or January. No. Yeah, February.
Yeah.
We did the Colchester half.
Oh man, so your first half
Yeah.
was one of the toughest race
Yeah.
in this state.
And I said, man, if I can do that,
Yeah.
I was happy with my time.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm right on course
Yeah.
to do this marathon. The marathon was going to be called the Vermont City
About your
Marathon.
first marathon.
So yeah, the Vermont City Marathon.
Yeah.
In Burlington. I love Burlington because
Yeah.
that's where my daughter went to college.
All right.
So anyways, I was all set. I run my first half marathon.
Yeah.
Feeling good. I'm like, I can do this.
What was your time? Do you remember?
I think it was about 1:45 something.
Wow.
So
That's pretty good for.
yeah, I mean, I was happy with it.
Yeah.
But of course, I never really did any cross training or.
Yeah.
It was just run. I'd
Yeah.
go out and
Yeah.
run.
Yeah.
That was it. And that came back to bite me because the following week,
Yeah.
well, during the week, a couple days after the half marathon, I go out, do a run,
Yeah.
running some hills, and I feel this little twinge in my ankle.
Oh wow.
I'm like, that don't feel right.
Uh-huh.
So, anyways, there was a Bolton 5 miler
Yeah.
that came along.
Just like this hill one.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was something like this.
Yeah.
But the Bolton 5 miler came along.
Yeah.
I did that. About 4 miles in,
Yeah.
I felt like somebody just stabbed me with a knife in my ankle.
Ooh.
It ended up being my Achilles.
Oh man.
So, not even a year and a half into running,
Oh man.
I got an Achilles issue.
Oh.
It ended up not being a tear or a rupture, but it was a tendinosis.
Yeah.
So anyways, that puts me out of commission
Yeah.
for 3 weeks. But I'm still gonna do the Vermont City Marathon.
Yeah.
And I ended up going back to doing races. I did Mount Washington too.
Yeah.
That year.
Wow.
And
You started big everywhere.
so, but my ankle's still killing me.
Yeah.
I ended up going out doing the marathon, Vermont,
Yeah.
4 hours and 44 minutes.
Wow.
And, but I ended up having to take a month off that year because my ankle was just killing me.
Yeah.
We did a race in Salisbury,
Yeah.
half marathon.
Yeah.
It was started right where the
Oh,
track
yeah.
is,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Did that half marathon.
Yeah.
I was hurting.
Oh man.
And I was advised by a couple of co-runners
Yeah.
that I should stop. I did that half marathon in 2:16.
Wow.
So I took a month off.
Yeah. I saw a picture you posted a while ago. You was totally different.
Yes.
Tell us about your accomplishment from that old picture and to the cabin now.
So I used to smoke.
Yeah.
I smoked for about 20 years.
Wow.
Newports.
Yeah.
And but I quit that
Yeah.
probably in '97.
Yeah.
And but I wasn't in any shape. I used to just basically do nothing except for putter around the house. But,
Yeah.
drank
Yeah.
a lot of Miller High Lights,
Yeah.
Miller Lights,
Yeah.
whatever. And but I weighed about 185 pounds
Oh wow.
when I first started running.
Yeah.
So, and like I say, I never did any activity. So when I joined all this and I started doing all this,
Yeah.
I'm like, God, people do this? This is insane. But there's the names right there.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
It's a beautiful hunting.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about where we are today first.
Oh, so we're on Massapequa Road in Uncasville.
Yeah.
That's the Thames River down there.
Yeah.
I grew up on Fort Chance Hut
Yeah.
Road. And my mother was 101.
Wow.
She lives with my brother.
You got a good chance.
Something like that. I guess she should just chase us around with a whip whenever we did something wrong.
So tell us a little bit more about your first experience. How did you feel in the marathon or after
In the
the
marathon,
race? Yes.
I was hurting so bad.
Yeah.
It was pretty warm that day too for Vermont.
Yeah.
And there's this one bicycle path that you go down.
Yeah.
So like the last 3 or 4 miles,
Yeah.
and there was really no shade.
Yeah.
It was hot. I had a woman, she joined up with me at like mile 13.
Yeah.
I was pretty much keeping pace,
Yeah.
a good pace with Hildy and another guy, Justin.
Yeah.
Right up until about mile 11 or 12.
Yeah.
I was doing fine, but then I kind of broke down.
Yeah.
So by mile 13, I was almost ready to drop out.
Yeah.
You know, that's it.
Wow.
But a woman that I had met during the race was one of Hillary's friends from college.
Yeah.
She happened to see me.
Yeah.
And she says, listen, I'll run with you the rest of the way.
Yeah.
And she did.
Wow, that's nice.
Yes, it was very nice.
That's what running is about.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your PR marathon. Where was it?
My PR marathon?
Yes.
So that was 2 years ago, and it was Coffee Milk.
Okay.
It's called Coffee Milk, right?
Yeah.
And that was 3:38.
Wow. That's a big difference between the first one.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, plus I was doing a lot more training.
Yeah.
A lot of spin work. I had a couple of great people I'd run with. I'll drop their names anyway. Angie Thomas and Tracy Drozinski.
Shout out.
Shout out to those two.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were the ones that convinced me to do that. You got to do another marathon. And this is where we're at Billy Wilson's. We have, everything in Striders have runs from there.
Yeah, shout out to them too.
The Striders, yeah. But yeah, they're saying, yeah, you gotta run a marathon.
Give me
My bucket list.
Yeah.
You know, I've been trying to break 20 minutes. I've broken 20 minutes in a 5K.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that at least one more time.
Yeah.
So I know I did it at PLR a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Like a 1958.
Yeah.
But when you go up against some of the 60-plus-year-olders,
yeah.
and you realize you do that,
yeah,
and you come in 4th place.
That always happens.
And the guy that wins is like in the 18s,
yeah,
same age as you. It's like, so that's one of the bucket lists.
What about, have you done any triathlons?
I did a sprint try.
Yeah.
But they had to pull me out of the water. So it was a DNF because I can't swim
oh, man.
for anything.
I hear you.
So I'd like to try another one.
Yeah.
But you know, with a noodle so I can hang on to it if I feel I'm starting to drown.
What about nutrition before the long run?
Oh, I usually do a steak, potatoes, and greens, you know.
All right.
And then that morning I'll usually do like a bagel with some peanut butter.
All right. What about during the race? What do you take for marathon or half marathon?
Well, half I really don't. I think I've done like a couple Swedish fish. Yeah. For the halves, but that's about it. For the fulls, I don't know. I usually do those blocks and Swedish fish. Yeah. What about the most surprising or funny thing you saw on a course? Oh God. That may be Charles Merlis running in Norfolk. Yeah. When it's like 15 degrees. Yes. And he's got his butterfly wings out, and he's almost blue, for God's sake. Shout out to Charlie. Yeah, shout out to Charles. Be well, Charles. Let's talk about your 169 time. Yeah. Legend. That was a cold one. Oh God, was that cold? That wasn't the coldest though. Yeah, that's true. You remember the coldest, right? Yeah. You were there. That was, that, me and Ed Perkowski. Yeah. Got our final town. Yeah. Thanks to Katy Perry. Yes. Otherwise known as Perry Sydney or Katy Perry. That was the other question. Let's talk about your Facebook name. How did that come out with? Well, way back when Facebook came out, I had a cousin that was always on me to set up a Facebook profile. Do a Facebook profile. Yeah. I'm like, I don't want to do that. Social media crap, that. Yeah. So anyways, one night, watching The Simpsons. Yeah. And says, you know what, I'm going to start a profile. I'm going to be the bartender, Mo Sislak.
Yeah.
And Mo Sislak, and, you know, I'm from Alaska.
Yeah.
Because I always have people ask me, what's Alaska like?
Yes, that's another question. Yeah.
And I worked at, I don't know, Victoria's Secret or something. I don't know. But it's all just bogus.
I hear you.
And it used to be a lot of times, because I had put my birthday as January 1st, I think 1901 or something.
Yeah.
So, inevitably on January 1st, I had people wishing me a happy birthday.
All right.
A few people that knew.
Yes.
Knew.
All right, another question. I know you got a lot of tattoos.
Yes, I
Any
do.
running tattoos? If not, are you going to get one?
Never really thought about that. I do have the tats, but no, I never thought about getting a running tattoo.
So tell us, since you the king of 169, what did you learn from running and visiting all 169 towns in Connecticut?
That there's more towns in the state than Norwich, New London, Groton, and Montville, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'll tell people I'll tell them about towns that I've been into in this state, I'm like, it's just amazing.
Yes.
You don't realize, you know, like you go up to the northwest part of the state, you know, Falls Village, you know, Salisbury, Canaan.
Yes, that's like another state.
It's like you're in Vermont. So I'm like, I learned a lot about the state.
Yeah.
Got to go to a lot of places.
Yeah.
You know.
And you are one of the unlucky ones because you leave one end of the state and you got to go to the other end to get a new town.
Right. Oh, yeah. I found that, you know, picking off towns that, you know, multiple races.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't want to drive 2 hours like, one time me and Wilma Jones went to...
Shout out to Wilma.
Not to Wanda yet. To Salisbury.
Yeah.
We get out there and get out of the car, and I'm like, look at this.
Yeah.
There's a ski slope there.
Yeah.
A high jump. I'm like, holy cow. But yeah, it's like looking at stuff like that, and you know, just meeting all the people and
yes,
having a good time.
Friends,
you know?
for life.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the longest you drove for a race?
That must have been it. Might have been like Salisbury or North Canaan.
Yeah.
Place like that. Because I know Minervino had his last town was Falls Village.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's Canaan or...
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just those. Oh, I used to hate getting up early in the morning, but I did a half marathon.
Yeah.
The one in Reading.
Yeah.
Run for the Cows.
Yeah.
That started at 8
Oh,
a.m.
yes.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful race.
8 a.m. from my house
Yeah.
to the race was
Wow.
99 miles.
Wow.
I had to leave my house at like 6 in the morning.
Let's talk about your favorite half marathon in the state.
Favorite?
Yeah.
I've done the one in Cheshire.
Yeah.
I forget what the name of that one is. It starts like right at the high school, Cheshire High School.
Yeah. Yeah. Cheshire half.
I think I've done that like 2 times.
Yeah.
Of course, I like Colchester because I've done it either 4 or 5 times, maybe 6, I forget.
Yeah.
I like that one too.
The most expensive race in the state.
Oh yeah.
Colchester.
Very
They
expensive.
charge like $400 or $500.
Yeah.
Just joking.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. I'm doing Providence half on May 2nd.
Oh wow.
And,
You're doing the half or full?
The half.
All right.
I'm not ready for a full yet.
What is your PR for half?
It was 131.
Yeah.
It was like 2 months before I turned 60.
Wow.
So
That's pretty good, man.
I don't even know if I placed in my age group.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was 131.
Yeah. Where was it?
That was Hartford.
All right.
Hartford half.
Beautiful race. So let's talk about 169 medals.
Yeah.
How many queens and kings have you been present?
I presented 4 169 medals.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Now this is an order.
Yeah.
To Elizabeth Wright.
Yes.
That was at
Shout out to
Elizabeth, yeah. Stony Creek.
Yeah.
Then to the next one was Tina Lang.
Shout out to Tina.
That was in Durham.
Yeah.
And the following day was Wilma, just call me Wanda Jones.
Yeah, shout out to Wilma Wanda.
That was in Naugatuck.
Yeah.
And last one was Shelley Ohm.
Yes, shout out to Shelley.
In Seymour.
All right.
So those are the 4 I gave out.
4 queens. Yeah, shout out to all the queens out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jovina Miller gave me my 169.
Yes, shout out to Jovina.
Oh, yeah.
All right, this is a fun question. Let's just say you're running a marathon.
Yeah.
And it's a mandatory you have to listen music.
Oh, God.
But you can only do one song, repeat, for entire 26 miles. What song will that be? And by who?
I've never run with headphones, but anyways.
But you have to.
If I did, yes. Yeah. It would be, God, something like We're Halfway There, We're Living Out a Prayer.
Yes, John Bon Jovi, yes.
Yeah.
Halfway There.
I'm always singing that in my head.
That's actually every time I hit a half.
Yeah, right. When you get to the halfway mark,
I sing that song.
I'm halfway there.
So let's talk about the importance of running local clubs.
Well, so the local club for me is Mohegan Striders.
Yeah, shout out to Mohegan.
They're Norwich based. They've been around for, I don't know, 50 years.
Yeah.
And with that, is we get to do there's a lot of Strider runs that are, ones at Billy Wilson's.
Yeah.
It's a place to meet.
Yeah.
Meet other runners.
Yeah.
And other ones in sneakers.
Yeah.
Rotten.
Yeah.
So you get to meet all your fellow runners.
Yeah.
Talk about races. And, whatever.
Yeah.
You might get to meet younger people and older people.
Yes.
Older, right?
Let's be right.
But it's great just I talked to a guy named Tim Smith.
Yeah.
That guy's amazing. If you ever get to meet this guy, do so.
Yeah.
He's run, he had a 220, nice guy. He had a 223. He had a 223 marathon in East Lyme, but he used to run marathons in Boston. I think he was basically in the 220s most of the time. Yeah. But he's got so much information. He knows so many people. Yeah. Another great guy to talk to is Way Heading. Yeah. Yes. The race. Shout out to Way. Way. Yes. He's a lot of fun. Amazing director too. So he's a great guy. And then there's a lot of people in 169. Yes. A lot of friends over the years. A lot of friends, yeah. That's what the running community is all about. Yeah. It's meeting people. Meeting people and just enjoying it. If you, sometimes you want to race. Yes. Plus, I've paced a few people. Well, that was my other question. So, I know you have paced officially for races, but also you paced a lot of friends. I've seen you. Yeah. Let's talk about that. Oh, I don't know. I just love. I know I did Brianna. That's John's daughter. Yes. That's 6K, I think it was, in Woodstock. Yeah. So I paced her. And there was another young man that I paced. That was at one of the fairgrounds. Yes. I forget his name. Yeah. Paced him. Yeah, and I've seen you pacing a lot of kids and adults, everybody. I paced with Sybil's 2 little ones. Yeah. Sybil Shapiro, her. Yes. Ivan and Nadia. Yeah. Paced them. Yeah. And I've just run with people just to run. What about peace pacing? Have you done? Yes. All right, so let's talk about that experience. We did Newport. Yes. Newport. Shout out to Peace Pacers. Yes, Peace Pacers. Yeah. So I did Newport. Yeah. And so I was pacing the 150 group. Yeah. And what had happened was I had my watches, I had practice, I had 2 watches, and well, somehow or other, my watches got screwed up. Yeah. So a woman that I know ran along with me to tell me the time, so that I could keep my pace. Yeah. According to what I had written down. Yeah. What I wanted my pace to be. Yeah. So doing great for the first 10 miles. She's with me and telling me all the splits and everything. I'm like, I'm right on.
Yeah.
Well, so she said, okay, Kevin, I'm just gonna take off here.
Yeah.
And you should be all set. I thought, yeah. So in my head, I'm twirling around the numbers in my head, trying to figure out what pace, what do I need to go at. So I'm thinking, hold it now, I'm a little bit too fast. So I slowed down. Yeah. Because I miscalculated. Yeah. Anyways, I ended up having to sprint the last half mile because I was off. I finished in like 1:50.08. That's good, man. That's good. Well, no, because. But still. Angie, I said it again. Yeah. I screwed up. Angie and Jen and everybody that went there. All right. They said. Stuff happens. You did great. So let's talk about the next race that you paced. So no, it was the Hogsback. Yeah. That's the one I paced. All right. The 150 group. That's a great race. Let's talk about that race. It was great. The thing is, you know, doing a 150, you have to be, it's kind of like an odd pace. Yes. You got to be around 8:15, 8:16. Yeah. But, you know, coming down that hill. Yeah. At the start. Yes. It's quite a dropping. Yeah. But, so what I did was I just used the old fudge factor rule where, you know, I'm just gonna start out a little bit faster. Yeah. Told everybody. Yeah. Until we settle in about mile 3. Yes. Or so, and then we'll do that pace. And yeah. It was fun. I enjoyed doing that. It's got a nice finish hill. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a nice little hill. Yeah. Yes. But then you come across and you go across that dam. Well, I don't know what the name of that dam is, but yeah, that's beautiful. So let's talk about the biggest race you have done by number of people. It had to have been the Vermont City Marathon. Okay. That had to have been. I mean, I know there was. I mean, it's not a huge one like New York or Boston. Yeah. And I got Boston coming up this year, by the way. Qualified at the Coffee Milk 3:38. Yeah. And that was in 2019. Yeah. But you know, Corona. Yeah. Corona killed a lot of races. Yeah, God. Yeah. But I guess they're going to hold it October 11th. Yes. This year, but they're, you know, you just got to register. I think it's between April 20th and 23rd. Yeah. So my time is still going to be good. Yeah. What was your qualifying time and what was your time? Well, I had to be. My age group had to be at least 350, so I got 338. Oh, you're good. So yeah, I'm good to go. Yeah. But it's kind of strange. You know, well, it's basically going to be 2.5 years. Yes. From the time I qualified to the time. Whether I can do that again, Adam, I don't know what? We will be back. It'll take a time. It will. But we will. There's another race. I'm doing a race in Rhode Island. Yeah. It's in Westerly called the Clam Digger. Yeah. That's like a week before the Providence half. All right. I know I think there's one in Andover coming up. I know Way is going to be there. All right. So let's talk about sneakers. Okay. What's your favorite sneakers and why? Oh, yeah, you got. So it's Ultra. Yeah. I love the Ultras. Although I know they've changed design because the last pair I got wasn't as good as the ones I've got before, like right now. Yeah. These. Yeah. The Torrens, running Torrens. Yeah. The one that I did the hour 31 half marathon, it was called the Ultra 1. Oh, okay. And they don't do that anymore. There's 0 drop. Wow. So heel to toe ratio is 0. Yeah. And that's the way I like running. Yeah. I'm running Lone Peaks. Yeah. Which is like a trail shoe. Yeah. Torrens, Escalantes. Wow. But I really like the Ultras. I don't know. I hear you. So, you just get to running in a certain shoe. Your favorite local 5K race? My what? Local 5K race. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Too many good ones. Keep it local. Local 5K. It's been so long, Adam. Let's see. Oh, look at that hill. I know. Don't look at it. Just look down at the ground. That's what they always tell me. Look down at the ground. Yeah. You're going to psych yourself out. That's a nice little roller. Local 5K. I don't know, to be quite honest with you. I think there was one down in Noank.
Yeah.
Which is Groton.
Yeah.
Right by Esco Point Beach.
Yeah.
And that's where I actually joined 169.
All right.
Was at that race. Yeah, that was the, I forget the name of the race, but it was in Noank.
Yes.
That's a good one.
All right. How many total marathons have you done?
Total marathons?
Yeah.
Not including the one I ran for myself.
Yeah.
I've done 4.
All right. That's good. Well,
some people lost their earnings at the casino.
It was really, really nice running with you.
Yes, it was.
And I'm glad I came in. And I really thank you for doing this.
Yeah, if you ever want some nice rolling hills, come join me on this one.
It's a lot of hills.
Than me and Adam went.
Yes.
And it gets a lot more hilly. So, you got a beautiful view of the same things here.
Yes.
And there's a tribal facility up there.
Yeah.
So,